If you, just like me, are a fan of The Chosen, and you are not satisfied with just watching the episodes, but also want to know the actors behind the characters, behind the scenes curiosities, and production secrets of this series, you are in the right place. Come with us to check out 10 curiosities you did not know about The Chosen. We are going to break it down for you. Number 1. The name of the work. At first, it may seem a little obvious to some people, but it goes far beyond that. In fact, the phrase "the chosen ones" may refer not only to the disciples, who helped tell the story of Jesus through their points of view, but also to Jesus himself, who would be the chosen one, the Messiah sent by God, as well as his people, who were initially the Jews, and who, from the New Testament onward, also included the Gentiles, who could become part of this relationship as adopted sons and daughters that God has with his chosen people. Number 2. Other Jesuses. Honestly, it is hard to imagine someone who would fit so well in the role of this Jesus who smiles and treats people in such a simple way, as is the case with Jonathan Roumie, the actor who is leaving his mark on this iconic character. But would you believe me if I told you that this was not the only time he played Jesus on screen? That is right. Counting The Chosen, this is the 3rd time he has given an identity to the Messiah. In fact, it was because of his previous performances that Dallas Jenkins invited him again to be, let's say, the chosen one. His first role as Jesus came in the 2014 short film directed by Dallas himself, called The Two Thieves, and in the 2015 feature film, Once We Were Slaves, with his appearances drawing the director's attention. After Dallas came up with the idea of producing a multi-season series, he did not think twice about bringing him into the cast. Number 3. Special Disciples. If you did not notice, one of Jesus' disciples, named Matthew, is portrayed as having autism spectrum disorder. And in some cases, as with the disciple, the person with it develops repetitive behavior patterns and difficulties in social interactions, with little eye contact, which makes perfect sense with the story and development of the character, who was rejected by society. The whole idea came from Dallas Jenkins, who, besides having a personal and family history with the autism spectrum, noticed that the Gospel of Matthew was a little more detailed than the others, which gave him the idea of introducing him into the story in this way. And above all, it helps portray perfectly that people who were different in the eyes of society were exactly the kinds of people Jesus would surround himself with the most. Another disciple, little James, is also presented with a physical disability that the actor himself has in real life, called severe scoliosis and mild cerebral palsy. When Jordan Ross auditioned for The Chosen, Dallas had not noticed that he walked with a limp. His condition was only noticed on the first day of filming for the first season. And instead of replacing the actor or hiding the way he walked with camera angles, Dallas kept him, making his physical disability part of the character of little James. So from the 2nd season onward, he even opens up at a certain moment to Thomas about seeing so many miracles happening around him, while he himself does not have the courage to talk about it with Jesus, afraid that he might be excluded. And we know that in the next chapters, there will be a private moment between the two of them. You can already imagine what the conversation will be about, right? What will Jesus' answer be? Number 4. Different actors. Since the release of The Chosen in April 2019, the series has had 3 different actors playing Big James, the brother of John, although most of the audience did not even notice at first, since during the first season the character had very few appearances, gaining a bigger role starting in the 2nd season, and even then, always more in the background. The first actor to bring Big James to life was Cheyenne Sobian, who left the series to act in DC's Legends of Tomorrow as Behrad Tarazi, the brother of Zari Thomas. The actor Keon Kavusi, who took over the character still in the second half of the first season, left the series because of a family health emergency, and that is the only information we have about that matter. Currently, the role is being played by Texas actor Abe Martel. Number 5. Brazilian cast. Speaking of nationality, you probably were not expecting this one. The Chosen has a Brazilian actress bringing to life one of the characters called Eden, who is Simon's wife. The actress's name in real life is Lara Silva, and she lived in Brazil until she was 6 years old. Today, she is based in Atlanta, building her career in the international film industry. She has already added to her resume guest appearances in 2 Netflix series, Queen of the South, starring fellow Brazilian actress Alice Braga, and Good Girls. Number 6. The near cancellation. On July 5th, 2020, Dallas Jenkins posted a video on YouTube revealing the real situation surrounding the production, which worried many fans. In the video, he said that the future of the series was uncertain at that moment because they did not have a filming location for season 2, and they could not even confirm whether they would be able to film during 2020. Behind the scenes, The Chosen was facing many challenges. The problem was not financial, because by that point, episodes 1 through 4 of season 2 were already fully funded, and the scripts were finished. Even so, the next steps remained uncertain. According to Dallas, they had 3 or 4 different filming location options. But every time they became excited about one, a new problem would arise. COVID became a problem, travel became a problem, scheduling became a problem, and that was when unexpected help appeared. After a month of searching, they finally secured a location. But it was not just any location. It was the Mormon Jerusalem film set. That's right. According to Deseret News, this was the first time a production not affiliated with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was granted permission to use the church's Jerusalem set for an outside production. This film set is an authentic recreation of important locations from ancient Jerusalem, covering an area roughly equal to 1 or 2 football fields. A rental agreement was signed in August. According to Daryl Eves, the series' executive producer, although the partnership existed, Dallas made it clear that the series has no affiliation with the religious institution. Number 7. The Jenkins family. This list would not be complete without mentioning the person responsible for creating the series, giving final approval to the scripts, and directing every episode of The Chosen, Dallas Jenkins. Apparently, he inherited his inspiration for writing from his father, American author Jerry B. Jenkins, who created the Left Behind book series, which has also been adapted into films and became a worldwide success. Number 8. Critical acclaim. The Chosen has received exceptionally high ratings on major film and television review sites, including IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. On Rotten Tomatoes, Season 1 holds a 100% positive rating from critics and a 99% audience score. Season 2 has a 98% audience score. On IMDb, the series has a rating of 9.6 out of 10, based on an average of about 24,000 viewer ratings. By Hollywood standards, this is remarkable, especially considering that the production is entirely independent. Number 9. Historical accuracy. Although the series takes creative liberties to better develop the story and fill in gaps left by the Gospels, it is clear that The Chosen cares deeply about remaining faithful to its original source, Holy Scripture. To make that possible, every season includes technical consultants who provide guidance on the historical, social, and cultural context of the time. They include Messianic Rabbi Jason Sobel, Catholic priest Father David Guffey, and evangelical theologian Doug Huffman. That seems only fitting, doesn't it? After all, what would a series about the life of Jesus be if it were based only on Wikipedia? Number 10. The longevity of The Chosen. Translated into more than 50 languages and with over 430 million views, The Chosen aims to reach 1 billion people around the world. The series is planned to run for 7 seasons, as stated on its official website, going even beyond the events of the resurrection. And without a doubt, that goal can be achieved with your help. Offer your 5 loaves and 2 fish and let the Lord multiply the rest. Did you enjoy these fascinating facts? Now it's your turn to contribute to the channel. Subscribe to encourage us to keep bringing you high-quality content. Like and share this video with your friends, and leave your ideas for future videos in the comments. Your suggestions and feedback are essential to our work. That's all for today, but I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.